First and foremost, the vote by mail process is tried and true. It's been used in all of the 50 states for years. It dates back to the Civil War. And part of the reason that it was set up at that time is to solve logistical challenges that soldiers were facing from being able to vote in the presidential election. And so it's a process that's been around and been in existence for a long period of time. States across the country, all of the 50 states have a vote by mail program. And many of the states have had an extensive vote by mail program, including many states where the majority of their ballots have been vote by mail ballots for many years. That actually isn't a new phenomenon either. So it is a trusted process. It provides convenience, it provides safety, it provides access. So voters can trust this process. And what's really important for voters to understand is that they can rely on their local election officials for the most accurate and up-to-date information about how to vote by mail or how to vote in person. And they also need to pay close attention to the rules within each state, as well as the instructions for how to return the ballot in a safe and secure way that works for them. So it's up to voters. Voters get to decide which method of voting they choose. And I would encourage voters to look at all their options and decide what works best for them.
The election has not happened yet, so we must be very circumspect about what we say about it. But most projections are for a substantial Republican defeat, not only at the presidential level, but up and down the ticket as well. I've been involved in Republican and conservative politics my whole life. I knocked on doors for Ronald Reagan in 1980 as a student. I worked in the administration of George W. Bush. And I think the Republican Party has made some really important contributions to the history of the United States, to the public good. What has happened under President Trump has just, it's wounded me. I feel ashamed all the time. It's hard for me to look my children in the face and to talk to them about my lifetime's political work. I hope we can put this party back on its feet as something that contributes usefully to the America of the future, that has an open door to everybody. Not everyone should be a Republican. It's a two-party system. If you're getting 98% of the vote, that's not a democracy. 50% plus a little bit more is all anybody should be aiming to get. But the 50% or a little bit more that you're aiming to get, that should be open to people of all races and all backgrounds. It should be open to men and to women, to people of all lifestyles, to people of all orientations. And we should be encouraging everyone to participate. If your plan for building your majorities to stop some parts of the country from voting, then you have a bad plan. We need plans for building majorities that assume everyone is going to vote, or everyone who wants to is going to be able to vote anyway. Where do we go post-Trump? I think we try to build a new kind of Republican Party that is economically inclusive, that is culturally modern, and that's environmentally responsible.